Okay, I know people love that like pull effect. I'm gonna demo this Marantz 3-head PMD. Where is it here? Where's the label? PMD, there it is. PMD221, 3-head cassette recorder. And it's got some problems, but the important functions are all in check. So I'm gonna walk through these just to demo its functionality, and we'll record something, we'll play it back, and we'll test some of the features here. Okay, so let's get a tape inside. There we go. So there's some different features you can record. There's a built-in mic up front here. We're gonna start with recording some just built-in mic. We're not gonna attenuate. There's a mic attenuator here. It looks like there's a you can do some like different frequency roll-offs, top and bottom, or just normal. I'll just leave it at, I'll flip around those while we're recording. Yeah, so there's a line, you can record line in, you can record a telephone directly, or you can record microphone and telephone simultaneously. I don't have a telephone to do that with, so I'm not gonna bother. Let's set this to the middle position here. So that we can start by recording some of the mic, and then we're gonna just leave the mic attenuation at 0. And then the recording level, maybe I'll start it at 0. Yeah, that's 0 there. And then you can have it automatically limit. I'm gonna turn that just to manual. A limiter's a good thing, especially if you're like in if you're out and about recording something, you need to like avoid tape overdrive. And then there's our 3-head activation. We can monitor the tape or the input source. And here's our level and our tone, and obviously the pitch control. Okay, so check it. Let's do this. Let's start recording. Let's see if I can do this with one hand here. Okay, so I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna start turning this up. Let's see if I get a reading. Oh, let's do this. Okay, I think you can see I'm getting a reading there. Right now it's, what is it doing? So it's reading the tape. Right now, this is the source. Let's see what else here. I don't know if the tone is active when you're recording, but I'm moving it here. Maybe we'll hear that in the recording. I doubt it. I'm sure that's probably a playbacks thing. Same with the level. That's a playback function. Yeah, what else? So let's try some of these features. If I move this, attenuation should get quieter. Just went to minus 10 dB, minus 20 dB, and we can see the meter is reacting to my changes. So the attenuator is working. That's useful. Let's try some of these. This is a low pass, or this is a high pass filter, looks like. I don't know if that's doing anything. Is it pulling the bass out of my voice? It should be a little bit. This should be unchanged, and this should be rolled off on the high and the low. Yeah, so that's that. Let's start taking a line input. So I'm going to go into the line in here. I've got a sine wave playing right now on this thing. So I'm just going to flip this over to line, which is in the middle, I guess. Where's line? Telephone. Oh, there it is. So let's go up one. Oh, that's direct telephone. Oh, line is on the bottom. Okay. Looks like my meter is pinned. Let's pull that down. There we go. So the meter's still letting me adjust. Probably should have, I'm not sure what the volume was set on this, but let's go back to, we're back at mic. I need to bring my volume, my record level back up. There we go. What else? Oh. Okay, so the camera seems to be rolling. Forgive the horrible amateur quality of the video here. Is there anything on this side we want to test? No, tape is just set at, normal. And we've got the extension speaker turned off. Okay. Oops. All right. Okay, so let's stop this recording and do some playback. I'll tell you right now, the speaker inside here right now is disconnected because it's not sending a signal out at all. The headphone function, it doesn't seem to be giving any. Let's start playing it back here. Let's rewind. So you can see the rewind function, nice and strong. So pretty fast, I'd say. Okay, so let's play back here. And what I'm gonna do is plug this in. I'm gonna plug the line out to my stereo. Right now it's, what is it doing? So this is playing back the recording. So it's reading the tape right now. The sound quality is pretty good too. Let's see what else here. I don't know if the tone is active when you're recording, but I'm moving it here. Maybe we'll hear that in the recording. I doubt it. No, it didn't make any difference. That's probably the playbacks thing. Same with the level. That's a playback function. Yeah, what else? So let's try some of these. You can hear that. I'm not getting this attenuation. Should get quieter. Should make it minus 10. Yeah, the attenuator function's working. Reacting to changes. So the attenuator's working. That's useful. Let's try some of these.
this is a low pass, or this is a high pass filter, looks like. I don't know if that's doing anything.
Yeah.
Is it pulling the bass out of my voice?
Got really mid-rangey there.
This should be unchanged, and this should be rolled off on the high and the low.
Yeah, you can hear that.
So
you can hear the hiss disappears.
Let's try. Let's start taking the line input. So I'm gonna go into the line in here.
You can hear the tape speed is pretty good, like pretty consistent.
On this thing. So I'm just gonna flip this over to line, which is in the middle, I guess. Where's the line?
So we should hear it pick up that sine wave. I think I switched it to the wrong input originally. Yeah. That was the sine wave. I was able to attenuate it with the record level. So I had to bring my record level down. I bring it right back up for the mic.
What else? Oh. Okay, so the camera seems to be rolling.
The camera's still rolling on playback here.
Horrible amateur quality of the video here. Is there anything on this side we want to test?
This is where we were on this side.
No, tape is just set at, tape is just set at normal. And we've got the extension speaker turned off. Okay. Oops. All right. Okay, so let's stop this recording.
Okay, so that's that was where we stopped that recording. We can, let's fast forward here. We can play blank tape. We can rewind and cue. Oh,
unchanged. And that's a playback.
Oops, let's go, let's rewind. So the rewind, fast forward, record, pause, it all works. All the transport functions work great. So here's what doesn't work. Here's what's not working on this thing. When you play on these things, you should be able to,
I think you can see it getting,
should be able to change the pitch,
getting a reading there.
slow it down, or speed it up.
Right now
in
it's
playback. This doesn't seem to be working. I'm not sure why. It could be the pot itself is like,
right now,
something's wrong with the pot. I don't know.
this is the source.
Maybe, I'm not sure what that is. The level, this affects the headphone out. So you're getting a line out right now.
If the tone is active when you're
If I plug in the,
recording, but I'm
so yeah, the pitch control
here.
and like the speed, like the speed control seems to be like,
It's, I'm sure that's probably.
I'm not sure, there's something up with it. It doesn't seem to do anything when you flip the switches. Could be the switches are dirty. I don't know what's up with that. If I plug in these headphones,
So let's try some.
let's pull this. So I just pulled the line out because that was going into my stereo there. You can see, you know, it's still playing the tape, but if I let you hear my headphones, like you can't hear anything. So nothing's coming out of the headphones. And I noticed this when I was like, you know, cleaning this thing up. There's just nothing coming out of the headphones. I don't know, it could be that this level pot is like one of the legs is disconnected on it. I don't know, I didn't look at it. These machines are pretty hard to get inside, and they're like small things. Yeah, and the extension speaker, same thing. I think it uses, so there could be, you know, it could be a pot. It could also be a transformer. There's a transformer in there that your audio signal will go to prior to, you know, going out. It could be a transistor in front of the, could be a small like amplifier transistor in front of the transformer. It could be any one of those three things I'm thinking, but because we're getting a line out audio, it makes me think it's got to be in those, you know, locations. Line. Yeah. Let's stop that. So yeah, it's so it's kind of like partially functional. It's partially functional. You know, the headphone out, which is really just another type of speaker out. Speaker is fine. It just needs to be connected. Yeah. And the speed control. Otherwise, it's otherwise it works. It sounds good. It makes good quality recordings. The tape playback speed and everything is very consistent. It's like the belts are in great shape. Yeah. So that's that.